guys, what's up and welcome back. It has been a while since I have done a video where I'm sitting down and sharing information. Today we're talking about study tips in college. So college study tips. So when coming to college, I honestly didn't know how to study. And it's crazy because nobody actually tells you how to study, but you're always expected to do it throughout high school and a lot in college. So I really had to learn what my own study skills were and what works best for me. So I wanted to share those and share tips to you guys about really good study hacks. So let's dive right in. So first things first, everybody's study habits are going to be different no matter what. Everybody has different studying techniques, everybody learns different, so not every tool that is out there or that I give is going to work for you. You honestly have to do work on yourself. You have to figure out what works best for you. So to figure out what your best study hack is, you need to know what. So I live in a dorm, so okay, I think they're pretty much done. Gets a little wild on this floor sometimes, so we'll pause if there's yelling again. Okay, so I was saying, first off, you have to know what type of learner you are. For example, I'm a very visual learner, so I like to write things down, and I'm very repetitive learner. So the more I do it, the more it's gonna stick in my head and the more that I'm going to know it for an exam. So here's a real shocker. In order to actually study and do well, you have to attend class. I know, mind blown, right? You do have to attend class. Obviously there are certain classes that you figure out the more you attend, what classes you need to attend and what classes you can probably skip out on if you want to. You know, you gotta use those skips for mental health. So, moral of the story, go to class. So once you know what type of learner you are, now we can dig into some tools that you can use. Also, I just want to state that there are so many things that you could do, but these are the ones that I've noticed help for me and I know that work for other people. First, when you know that you need to study, you need to create an atmosphere that works the best for you. For example, I don't do well with noise. I study and write papers best when it's complete by silence. So my best place to go on campus is the library. We have a silent floor and there's study rooms, and it's perfect because if things are silent, I can work much faster. I know a lot of people listen to music while they study on certain subjects and activities. I can do that, but when I really need to focus, I need there to be complete silence. So in your atmosphere, you need to figure out what distracts you and take away all of those distractions. Say that you're in your dorm room or the room where you sleep or eat or something and you keep getting distracted, you need to move your study area to somewhere else. For example, last night I was literally trying to write my paper and I sat there for an hour and a half and I got distracted by my phone, cleaning, organizing, because I just was avoiding it. So I had to walk to the library in the freezing cold, and I was only there for an hour, but I wrote half of my paper because I had no distractions. So create an atmosphere that works best for you. Now I'm just going to give you guys a few tools that can really help you stay focused when you study. So one that I don't use very often because I actually forget about it, but it's super helpful, is using a time lapse on your phone. Not sure about other phones, but on iPhones, and just go to your camera and there is a mode called time lapse. Okay, time lapse. And this helps with you not getting distracted by your phone. So you're going to set up your phone facing you, you're going to turn that time lapse on, and you're going to go to work. The thing that I like about this is that after you're completely done with your work, you can watch it and it's super satisfying. You're like, yeah, I just did that work. So I really like that, and our phones can be a huge distraction. So because I am a visual learner, whiteboards are my all-time favorite tool. To be honest, I didn't figure this out till this semester this year, and I'm a junior. I know it's not always best, but I really just memorize things for my exams, But I have found that if I get a whiteboard and I write while I talk, then I'm using both sides of my brain, which makes me memorize it better. So while you're writing and speaking, it will really get in your brain better. Then I usually have like a list of questions that I need to study, and I'll state the question out loud and then I'll write the answer on the board. Next tool, use a study buddy. Say you have a big exam coming up and you know some people in your classes, connect with them. Ask them if they want to study for a couple hours. Quizzing each other can be super helpful because it's having that accountability with somebody else. And some people work better if they quiz others, some people work better if they are quizzed. So you can help each other out and make sure that you're both prepared for the test the next day. This is huge. Take breaks. College, we are go, go, go all the time. And we always are procrastinating and squeezing things in at the last minute. That's just how it really goes. But one thing that is really important is to take a break. Say you have a chunk of time and you're gonna study for 2 hours. You need to take breaks between that. Your brain is not gonna fully get all of that information if you do not take brain breaks. But the most important thing is that making sure your break is an actual break. So science has determined that if you take a study break and go on your phone, your brain doesn't get a break. So the most helpful tool to take a study break is eat a snack, walk around, go to the bathroom, have a conversation, journal. You need to keep your brain going because scrolling through social media it leaves your brain foggy, and then what if you try to come back from that break? Your brain is gonna still be going on that pinwheel of, oh my gosh, social media, oh my gosh, her hair, oh my gosh, her dress, all of that. It's just how our society is. So making sure your breaks are intentional is really important. Something I like to do is usually I can be on a roll for an hour, but once I hit that hour mark, I need a break. So usually I will power through for an hour, and then usually I take a 10 to 15 minute break. Now, you need to figure out how much of a break your brain needs. Sometimes you can study for an hour and then you need an hour break. That is completely fine. You have to figure out what works best for you intentionally. This is actually all of the tools I have. I know it's short, simple, sweet, but this is everything that I've learned that has been just like really helpful for me, especially college finals are coming up for the end of the semester, which is crazy because I feel like we just started this semester. So it's coming up. So use these tools, and I really hope they were helpful because I will definitely be using them. So figure out what works best for you. And if you are in college currently and you've got exams and papers going up, you got this. You got this, okay? It's a struggle. It's tiring. It's exhausting. But it is so worth it. And enjoy this time because it may not seem enjoyable, but one day you're gonna look back and you're gonna wish you were right where you were. I really hope you enjoy this. I hope some of it helped, and I hope you all power through all of these finals and have an amazing rest of the semester and an amazing day. Bye!